Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Juicy and Filtered with Jen.
And B,
So what we're going to be talking about today?
how to get over your ex.
Amazing. So let's go.
So I think one of the big things is avoid getting into a rebound relationship. Like avoid jumping straight into another relationship.
Who actually listens to that though?
Uh,
No one. No one. No one listens to that. Okay. Even I didn't listen to myself.
I know people say, "Oh, to get over your ex is to get under." What is it? What's the saying? To get
Excuse
over
me?
someone is to get under someone, or something like that. That's the saying. But
I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that.
so I feel like there is a saying. I could be making shit up.
I don't want to be going under anyone. Excuse me.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, like rushing into a relationship, you're not healing, you're not dealing with your issues. However, if you find out that the person you broke up with has started dating someone like straight after, like a couple of weeks, a month, like it could be that they've already had someone lined up.
Is it you broke up with them or they broke up with you?
Regardless of whoever's broke up with who. But if one of them has started dating straight away, that is not like, I mean, it makes the other person question, like, was the relationship even real? Do they love me? Did they love me? You know,
They were just time wasters that just needs to go to hell, basically. Like anyone that does that is disgusting. Like I've always, okay, I'm not gonna lie. When I was younger, okay, I
stories.
when I was younger, what is it? I was that type of. I didn't sleep around, but like I did do a lot of seeing people. Does that make sense?
So
Dating
you was
people.
dating people, yeah,
Yeah, but like if you don't like them, cut it off.
yeah.
Um, I mean, I can't say much about my experience. I didn't like them, but I kept them there because I felt sorry for them. That's how nice of a person I was. But eventually I had to let them go. But what I'm saying is like if you don't like someone and you're like you just lose feelings, that it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be painful for the other person, but just get it over and done with. Don't drag them
Yeah,
on for a
don't,
year or this and that, and then when you break up with them, you be like, "Oh, I was thinking of it in the past year." No, piss off.
yeah. If you, and even if you're thinking of like, oh, I want to date other people, like
Mm.
just break it off.
It's gonna be painful for the other
Both
person.
parties,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Well, I
But
broke
like,
up.
yeah, going back to like when they start, like if your ex starts dating someone else, um, like don't blame yourself.
Mm.
It is that it's usually they are scared to be alone. They don't want to deal with their feelings. They are just jumping into another relationship to get over you.
And that is disgusting.
It is because that's not nice for the person that's in the relationship with them because they're thinking, oh, I've got this really nice person, like I'm going to spend the rest of my life with them.
But
Could
they
be.
only think that they're gonna spend the rest of their life with them because they together, including the other person that broke up with them, made a plan together. They made a vision. They made a vision for both
Yeah.
parties, but that person didn't want it to happen, but still carried on playing happy families, or just I don't know, happy relationships, whatever, with the other one. So it's just like how to get over that. It's extremely difficult to get over it. The reason I say that is because it happened to me. Um, it's extremely difficult to get over it, and sometimes shit hits the fan, And then the one thing that a lot of people say, and it sounds cliche. I think that's the word. I don't know. We'll find out. But like, it's like to love yourself. And I know how much that pisses a lot of people off. When I say love yourself, there's so many different forms of doing it.
Yeah. But
So
everyone should be loving themselves because
yeah.
this is how I see it. If you are not able to love yourself,
Mm.
how do you expect someone else to love you?
And remember, loving yourself is not a quick process.
Yeah. It
Like,
takes time. And again, it takes time to heal.
yeah.
It takes time to love yourself.
Like, think about it. For me, like, personally, everyone has different things, like different ways of loving themselves. So for me, it's like mentally, physically, whatever it is. I want to start on myself physically. because I did lose myself in a relationship. Like I started gaining on
Which
weight.
everyone
Yeah,
naturally does.
yeah. I started gaining on weight. My skin was bad and everything. So I started going gym, and people that go to the gym when they break out of a relationship know what the forbidden pre-workout what is it supplement is, which is a broken heart. So I find that for me, it worked personally for me to go to the gym all the time. And because I
Right.
went to the gym all the time, it boosted up my confidence. And then eventually I started working on myself mentally. And that was the
Right.
most difficult time. So what I can say is it's very normal to cry a lot.
Yeah. Let yourself cry. Let your emotions
Yeah.
out. Sit with your emotions. Like, allow yourself to feel sad and grieve. Because that's what you're doing,
Mm,
really. It's just grieving
yeah.
the end of something. So allow yourself to cry.
Yeah, because and that's the thing with these with these people. That's a bit rude. That's the thing.
What
Like I
people?
know, right? But that's the thing. A lot of people don't cry because they find it shameful to cry. No, it's not. It's okay. When I say cry, and when you say grieving, to me, it's like you're crying your soul out. That person was so
Mm,
you trusted that person so much of your life. You sacrificed so much for that person. If you're crying and you're scream crying or you're shouting crying, whatever the hell it is,
do
just
it.
let it out.
Yeah, do it.
If you need to be depressed, you can be depressed, bring yourself back up somehow.
Yeah. Also, like, make sure you're sleeping,
Yeah.
eating, because yeah, you might feel that you're not sleeping as much or you're not eating. So try and make sure that you sleep, eat, rest.
I agree with that because what makes you think that the person that broke up with you gives a shit?
Yeah,
They're still sleeping, they're still eating.
yeah, they're going out doing their thing while you're grieving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because at the end of the day, if they were hurt, who
they
gives a
would,
shit?
but they would deal with their feelings and work through the hurt,
Yeah, but
not jump into bed with someone else.
so that person that jumps into bed with someone else is gonna come back late on a later date. Whereas you've healed already because you've
Yeah,
gone through that, the hardest process of it. Anyone that jumps into another relationship, you make me sick, by the way.
yeah, you make us sick.
Yeah, I made myself sick. I did that once before, but still, like you make me sick, honestly.
Also, I would say spend time with friends,
Mm.
family, people who you can talk to your feelings about, and also journaling. Journaling's a good one. Write down how you're feeling.
Yeah, I was gonna say journaling as well because sometimes a lot of people, when I say they sacrificed a lot for that other person, that person sacrificed probably friends and family and ended up with no one.
Yeah,
So journaling is the most amazing way to let your feelings out because your mind and your heart's going through so much and there's so much you want to say, but you can't say it. So if you write it out, it's your way of it's like an outlet
yeah.
of letting it out. So I do agree with that.
And I also think, like, write in the things that were wrong in your
Mm,
relationship, things that were wrong that you saw in the person, because that will help you focus on like getting better. Then,
yeah.
like, because your mind will replay all these good things and then you start missing them. That makes you cry even more. Sometimes, if you focus on, I know it's maybe not the healthiest way, but if you focus on like the bad things and like,
Mm,
the things that you question the relationship about, it can help you through that grieving process and help you get to the gym, start working on yourself,
yeah, I
maybe go to
agree.
therapy.
Mm. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, is no one is perfect. I mean, yes, you could both be at fault, but like you also, when you're journaling, you also need to kind of admit to yourself, okay, there's some things about myself where I should have been better. I should have done
Hmm.
this. I should have done that. But then don't blame it on yourself because at the end of the day, is if a relationship can break up, like you weren't meant to be together in the first
Yeah,
place. Or it could be the wrong timing. Like you shouldn't be together now, but you'll be together along down the line. And that's something for you to decide.
yeah,
You fuck me over, I ain't gonna come back to you. I don't care.
yeah.
You know,
I'm
that's
like
me
that.
there.
I'm the same as you. Like, no, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not going back.
Especially when they cheat. If they cheat,
Oh my
like,
God.
do you know what it is? It's like I think with us too, and I don't know. I think with a lot of people, not just women. I know women are nurturing, caring, kind, but I think because like men are a lot, without sounding insulting, men are a lot softer now these days, right? So I do feel like with both genders is we tend to just, how do I even say it? We tend to just give people many, many chances.
Yeah.
But then it's like we give them so many chances to the point it's like,
You're actually taking the piss now.
yeah. So
Yeah.
when they put the cherry on top, that's when your feelings start retracting.
But I feel like, when you're saying that we give many chances, I think it's because the other person will like breadcrumb or love bomb or like, like cloud your judgment. Because you'll have like a moment of like clarity where you're thinking, okay, this is not where the relationship is going. We need to have a conversation. And then when you have the conversation, they'll start like maybe breadcrumbing you or like love bombing you, like giving you loads of attention. You're like, oh my God, this person actually really loves me.
And then you be like, no, you cheated on me, bitch. you cheated on me, so no, you can eat your fucking breadcrumbs by yourself. Sorry. Like you think like anyone that actually, okay, if you're able to forgive someone for cheating, well done, because
that takes a lot.
Yeah. But if you're like me, you won't ever forget it. You just file it away. And then when it's time, that's when it comes out. That's when the lawyer comes out. What's higher than lawyer? Barrister.
I think so.
Yeah, that's
Judge?
me, innit? I don't know. I'm a professional comes out. I'm like, all right, bitch, this is what happened. I don't think I haven't forgot about it just because I'm quiet,
Yeah.
But it's just like when people put the cherry on top, these gentle, caring people then change. And then they're like, oh, you changed.
Oh my God, yes. And they'll be like, oh my God, you've changed so much. Why are you acting so selfish?
Have you seen yourself, mate? Have you seen yourself? I changed because you made me change.
Yeah.
I changed for the better, and I'm glad and I'm happy that I changed,
Yeah.
But I've changed more into like a pretty much a bitch, to be honest. I don't really care. But like you turned me, not you, but like these people turned me into such a strong person. And I'm still on my journey to becoming stronger. But it's the fact of like people that just think you're stupid because you don't say much. Just because a person doesn't say much doesn't mean they don't remember the things that you've done to them.
And also, if you're a forgiving person and you've forgiven them, they think they can take the piss and carry on doing stupid shit.
But little do they know, caring people can become extremely petty like me. I'm so petty. I'll throw you under bus now these days.
And also, with the like, it's like women know, like, tip for men, right?
I thought you said tit.
No, tip for men. If a woman is asking you something, she already knows the answer. She just needs you to tell the truth.
Don't test their intelligence. I'm telling you.
If they're questioning you on something, they already know.
Oh yeah, that's happened to me many times. I ask a question not for the sake of it. I ask it because I know the answer. And if you lie to me, I'm just gonna be like, okay, and then boom, I surprise you. Evidence. Like you may think we're stupid, but we're really not.
Yeah.
Like we got it like all backed up. That sounds not backed up. Sounds like an arse thing, isn't it? Like the shit is backed up. But anyway, but like honestly, I mean, some men also ask that, but like, don't lie.
Yeah.
If there's a question that's being asked of you in a specific way that tells you, we already know.
Yeah. Oh, and liars really annoy me. Now we're going on to a whole different thing.
Liars just make
liars
me sick.
can.
You can swear, it's okay, fuck off, get out. No one wants you, okay? White lies are cool, innit?
Well, yeah, white lies, yeah. Like,
they're not cool, but
but like, does my bum look big in this? Like, or do I look fat in this?
I'd rather you tell me yes if I do. No, don't lie to me about that.
No, but like, there's a nicer way of saying it. You wouldn't be like, yes, you look fat.
Oh,
like,
shit.
You wouldn't say that.
Maybe I should change my way of saying things then.
But like, yeah, white lies are sometimes okay. It depends on the lie, but don't lie about like big things.
Yeah, like,
and don't be people that constantly lie.
Oh my goodness, I don't see why. Like, why are you such a compulsive liar? You're making me itch, man. It's annoying me. Like, why are you such a compulsive liar? Just stop. Just think about it. When they say, what was it? Think before you speak.
Yeah.
This applies to the compulsive liars. Yeah. Think before you speak, because I used to be a compulsive speaker, not a liar. Okay, and I never thought about anything.
But that's probably because like the thoughts are going really quick in your mind, right?
And also I didn't like the person.
Okay.
But like and also a lot of people just pissed me off, so I was just like, fuck it, I'm not gonna hold back anymore.
Yeah.
But it's just like white lies are okay, no problem.
Depending on the white lies.
Yeah, but like just don't do it. Just think before you speak, because lies will always come out and roll around and the truth comes out, if that makes sense.
Always. They always come out. You can't hide the lie for long. Even years later, it will come out.
And the worst thing is when they lie and you've got evidence.
Yeah. And then they'll still try and say, no, but that's not true.
What is it then?
That's not what happened. But I'm showing you screenshots of like things. Okay, but that's not what happened. Well, what does that mean then?
Sorry, did you trip and your dick just fell into a hole? Oh, sorry! Didn't mean to. Oh no, now I'm moving my hips. just just penetrating.
Yeah.
That's a big fucking accident.
Yeah.
And
then when you've got the receipts for it as well.
Oh, jeez, man. Honestly.
And got the other person telling you this is exactly what happened, and they're still saying that's not what happened.
So one of the other ones I will say, how to get over your ex, right, of a breakup. Sorry, I think that's my dog like choking or something. But like, how to get over your ex.
Should we go check on her?
She's fine. But like, the other thing to get over an ex is to become friends with their ex. The thing is, I'm laughing like it's a joke. It's not a joke. Be friends with their ex.
Yeah.
I mean, 9 times out of 10, okay, maybe not that high, maybe 8 times out of 10, right? The ex is actually pretty cool. They're probably like you, just been cheated on, lied to, this, that, and the other. That's why they call them an ex for a reason, right?
Yeah.
And that's why there's a reason why those two broke up.
Yeah.
Because the person that you were dating was just an asshole. So that's my top tip. Be friends with the ex. Well, I mean, do you agree?
Yeah.
I mean, I've got plenty of friends that are people's exes. It says that sexes. Exes.
Sexes.
Yeah, like, because you obviously, when you become friends with those people, and this is such a toxic trait of mine, I don't really care anyway.
You find out they're a nice person.
Yeah, and you find out that, oh my God, the person that we all had in common, right, that we all stand with, is actually an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, they had this problem, but they blinded us, they clouded us. We had our rose-colored glasses on. I thought, oh my God, you're such a lovely person. And just turns out they just wanted to break us. And it turns out they just lied to us.
Yeah. And then when you speak to the ex and find out they did the exact same thing to them.
Mm-hmm.
And then the thing is that they'd be calling their ex like, oh, she's crazy. She's a psycho. Never. And then you meet them and they're so the opposite of that.
Anyone that calls an ex crazy usually is lying.
But they've made them crazy.
Yeah, there has to be a reason.
If we're talking about like women don't go crazy for no reason.
Some do. Some do. Not all of them.
But in a relationship, well, what have you done to make her feel like that?
A dick. That doesn't make sense. What have you done? A dick.
I don't understand.
But no, I get that. But like with everyone around the world as well, we can't say all of women, all of men.
Yeah.
We can say like the majority of women have been called crazy for no reason.
For no reason.
Yeah. And it's the minority that really are crazy.
Yeah.
And men, I'll never understand men, I'm gonna be honest with you, because every single one I've met is usually a dickhead. Or right, they just don't leave you alone. Like, there's a reason why I'm not speaking. And the thing is, I'm not in a relationship with you as well.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say, not all men.
Not all men. Just I'm not even gonna say it. But that's my honesty. That's my like top tip. I mean, don't follow it because you might become toxic like me. But I really do feel like you find a lot about a person if you're able to become friends with their ex. Because if you think about it, it's not that exes like the reason why they broke up. You shouldn't really hate their ex. It's not their fault. They don't know you. You don't know them. But if you just give a chance somehow, if you've got the goodness, tiny little bit of goodness in your heart, try and reach out. Don't be like, oh, don't reach out and be like, oh, by the way, I know you're his ex, but you want to be friends. No, be a bit tactful about it. I don't even know how I became tactful.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how would you even reach out and say, let's be friends?
Well, one of the exes I had, they obviously put me in debt, and I was like, okay, I was in a vengeful state, so I contacted the ex, found out who they were, because I'm great at that. And then I
And
was
social
like,
media is good for that.
yeah, and then I was like, oh, by the way, I'm da 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 da, just reaching out. I heard that this person put you in debt, da 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 da. They owe you da 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 da. That's a lot of, and it just started from there.
Okay.
The next one was, well, I don't remember, to be
I think it
honest.
was like, you can ask them, how do you know this person? And then they can be like, oh yeah, they're my ex. Oh yeah, I'm dating this person, blah, blah, blah. Or they're my ex as well. And then you just start having a conversation.
Yeah, some women are really like proper petty about it though. So you're like, cool, okay, if you're both like that, then
Yeah.
you both belong to each other. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't really hate the ex unless the ex was the person that cheated. Does that make sense?
Or an abuser.
Yeah.
But then again, they wasn't doing it to you. But I guess if you're in a relationship, you do hear what they've done and you can end up hating that person. But yeah, there's going to be like times when you dislike someone, but majority of the time,
When I become friends with exes, I mean, of their exes,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I want to find out every nitty gritty piece of gossip, right? Put it in like newspapers, put it all over social. I'm obviously hungry. Social media. I will freaking, if you've got a small PP, right? I will make sure I get the evidence, right? I don't need to like. Obviously, I can't take a picture of it, but I'm just saying for example, innit? And I will just spread it out. That's South Central, isn't it? This is how to get over your ex. So clearly, we know how I get over my exes. All right,
Revenge.
Yeah, it makes you feel better. I get it though. I get revenge. It makes you feel better because like you put me through so much shit.
Yeah.
Emotionally, physically, mentally, you put me through so much shit, and then you victimize yourself. Who the hell do you think you are? And you think I'm not gonna get revenge? Listen, I'm a Libra, innit? Like the revenge is pending. It can take a few years.
It's when they start trying to victimize themselves. That's the annoying part. It's like, well, you are not taking accountability for what you did in a relationship.
And also when they say, what is it? I agree with it. With they shouldn't be judging you by your actions, they say. I can't remember. Basically, if someone judges, if I've done something and I've said something, they judge me by my actions and not my words. But the thing is, my words are more horrible than my actions. I know. I was going somewhere with this, but I can't remember what it is. So that's a dead subject there. But like, what I'm trying to say is just like, to get over your ex, honestly, you just need to, like you said, sit with your emotions.
Yeah.
It's gonna fucking hurt.
And allow yourself.
Yeah, don't do anything stupid either.
Yeah, allow yourself time. Like, don't think, oh, I've got to be, healthy and like mentally okay in like 2-3 months. No,
it's not gonna happen. I mean, if you're lucky, you might.
Yeah, it might, but like, don't give yourself like time limits as well.
Yeah, that's the worst thing you can do. Healing a heart, it's like you get tears in them. Like healing a heart takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time. And like, there's a lot of women that have children or maybe they're pregnant and it's hard for them to get away from that ex or whatever. Even if you are pregnant and even if you do have children, the advice would be still concentrate on yourself. If you have a life inside of you, concentrate on yourself because if you love yourself, your baby will feel it.
Yeah.
If you have children, you love yourself, your children will see that, you see you grow up, and then together you can walk along that journey of
together,
healing. Yeah. Because, it is hard. It is harder for a woman than it is for a man. A man can just bust and that's it. Boom! And then they can walk away.
True.
And, it's these type of women, I'm saying all women are strong, but the ones that are pregnant or have children and, those exes walked away and those children belong to those exes, those women are fucking hardcore.
Yeah.
Because they're single mums,
Yeah.
The shit that they have to juggle, having to work, having to find money, put a roof over their head, having to like raise a kid at the same time. Like those women are strong, especially when you don't have anyone to help you.
It's true.
So, exes can fuck off. They're an ex for a reason. And if they try to come back, yeah, think about it. Don't accept them straight away. They need to work for it. They need to beg for it. They need to, I sound like, look at this, man. Like, what's going on? It actually pisses me off. That's what it is. It's like, why hold on to someone?
Yeah, because again, like if they come back, is that the person you really want to be with? Like, do you want to? Because have they changed? The thing is, like, you can give someone a second chance
Yes.
if they've gone through the process of change. Have they gone to therapy? Have they realized what their issue was? Then you can move forward together. Not someone who's just gone off, slept around, and then come back and said, you know what, the grass isn't greener over there. Let me come back to you.
Yeah, no, that's no. Unless you want to do it. No, don't take my advice. But like, no, I 100% agree. Like, don't let them fuck around and come back. Like, you ain't tasting no. This ain't no tasting menu. Go away. Like, you have responsibilities. When you end up in a relationship, you should take care of that person's feelings, unless that person's really hurting you. And I feel that it takes two to tango in a relationship, and sometimes one doesn't work harder than it doesn't. It's not reaching the level of the other one. And that's where I'm gonna admit, in my relationship, the one that I got really hurt in, I didn't listen to a lot of things, only because I had a lot of my excuse was I had so much shit to think about. I had so much shit I had so much responsibility. I became so independent to the point that I didn't need anyone else. So when it comes to a relationship, it takes two to work.
Yeah.
And
you both need to work at it. It's not just one person working at it and then you're both benefiting. Both have to work at it.
Work on yourselves as well together. In a relationship, it's about not just working on yourself, but working like together and on yourself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I just contradict myself. But like it's like it's a difficult journey. It's something that you both should be able to grow on. Now, if there's a lot of arguments or if there's a abusive moments and this and that, then that's not the person.
Yeah.
If you're in an abusive relationship, please get help.
Yeah.
Like, don't just sit there and take it. And the thing is, I know it's easier said than done, and that's the most difficult part about it.
When you make that decision, there is help out there.
So be strong. So we're just going to quickly go over: cry it out, eat if you can eat, sleep. Yep, rest. Think about yourself.
Yeah.
Um,
journaling.
Be friends with the ex.
Don't listen to Jen.
I mean,
try to avoid rebound relationships.
Yes, because like that's gonna hurt your soul.
And then also, I think maybe stop stalking them on social media.
Social media doesn't help. I don't like social media.
So just like if you can go no contact, go no contact.
Again, it's easier said than done because social media is so easily accessible for everyone. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I also did a lot of stalking, but I did that for my FBI because that's how I got evidence in it. But like honestly, cut yourself away from social media for a bit. It will do you so much good, like mentally in here, and just concentrate on yourself.
Yeah.